Good afternoon and welcome to West Ham United to Plaistow. So I've already got a YouTube channel on here, golf related, as I'm a golf professional, called VAS Golf. If you want to check that one out, have a look at that. I'll put the link on the description below. But my love for football, I've supported West Ham since the age of 8, I'd say. Followed my sister's traits of being a West Ham fan. She's a bit older than me. And I thought, you know what? I keep bending the ears of my friends with West Ham this, West Ham that, West Ham the other. Why not get some West Ham people on here chatting and basically give my opinion on stuff? I mean, there's many a YouTube channel out here, obviously. Thought I'd just load some stuff on my thoughts of where we are as a football club. The name, West Ham United to Plaistow, the reason for that, it's pretty self-explanatory in a way. Certainly the old guard that were at Upton Park, I was a season ticket holder there for many, many years. Like a lot of us, I knocked it on the head once we moved to that horrific stadium. I'm one of those. I think we're all like that now. I think finally everybody's seen the light that stadium is a complete disaster and not fit for football. But yeah, all the old guard would know when we come out of Upton Park, go down towards the station, the queues would be astronomical, and there was a lot of us that just used to stuff this. Let's just walk to Plaistow because we were going in that direction, heading back west rather than east. So it was just easier. A bit of a walk, obviously, but really enjoyable with all the fans walking down, seeing the same familiar faces. So that was regular Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening walk back to the station to get home. So it was part of life. And miss those days. I mean, a lot of us miss Upton Park. I think we all do, to be brutally honest. So yeah, hence that was why I brought up the name. Now, football myself, like I said, I've started supporting them probably since just before 1980. Like I said, I was following my sister's. She was a mad West Ham fan. Funny enough, I had Ray Stewart's shirt at one point that he sent to her, which was a nice touch. But yeah, so I saw some good times, the old Brookings and Devonshires and what have you. Obviously through to the Canios and the Payets and all the rest of it. But the last few years, a couple of years ago, I went quite a lot. And obviously, apart from the stadium, enjoyed it. But I still watch West Ham avidly. Watch a lot of the YouTube channels, a lot of the guys on there. I'm not going to mention any names, but yeah, your regular guys that everyone tunes into. And certainly, like I said, it's basically part of my life. I mean, so much so my missus knows not to go near me if we lose, which, not being funny, that would be about a year that she hasn't been anywhere near me because what we've won 3 games this season, it's been an absolute shocker. Hence that's where we are in the league, 3rd from bottom, an absolute disgrace of a season. But it has been like this for a while. I mean, everybody's got their opinions on it, and your Tottenham, your Chelsea fans and all the rest of it are finding it quite comical where we are. But like many a person on here, on these channels, and certainly with the people that comment on there and phone in and so forth, even with, I'm not going to mention TalkSport, but there we go, I just have. But they find it quite funny, I'm sure, as well, some of them. No pun intended, Jamie O'Hara. So he's a wind-up merchant anyway. So basically, I thought I'd just give my opinion on stuff and try and create some sort of connection with West Ham fans. Yeah, so I thought I'd just, I used to sit, I mean, we've all got stories of Upton Park. I've even seen England play under-21s at Upton Park. I'm sure a few of you went to those games. I was quite fortunate. I sat in the West Stand for quite a while, but I sat above, so in the East Stand, chicken run side, ironically, chicken run but upper, towards the away fans. So the banter used to be absolutely brilliant, like especially if it was going our way. Like the Lasagna Gate, I was there for that, obviously. And we were just singing, every time Arsenal would score, we were singing 2-1 to the Arsenal, or whatever it was. But that was great fun. But yeah, those were some great years. Going with friends, and then I was going with both my nephews, went as well at different stages. And it was just immense, just really good fun, really good memories. Obviously, the 3 years we unfortunately went to the Millennium Stadium rather than going to Wembley, because Wembley was we should have played the 2006 Cup final, obviously, at Wembley Stadium, but they didn't get the flipping work done in time. And that was, yeah, that was unreal. I mean, it probably took me 2 days to calm down from that. Like the adrenaline was so big. I'm sure a lot of you went through the same. I mean, that was our cup final. We should have won that. So yeah, many. I mean, like I said, my idol was Trevor Brooking. So enough said. Funny enough, he came to my middle school once, and that was like just sticks in my memory forever. Him and his unfortunately departed wife was there. But yeah, what a lovely couple, and what a great man. Like I said, Bonzi went recently. I think that they should do more for Trevor. I know they've got a stand name, obviously with his name on it, but that guy is just unreal. What a player! And like Dev, everyone says about Devonshire, but yeah, I mean they should laud these people while they're still alive, and I'm sure they do in a certain respects. But yeah, so yeah, many. I mean, we've all got loads of memories and stuff. So yeah, just a little bit of yeah, what's like I said, watching West Ham year after year in that East Stand upper, watching the giving them just dogs abuse in that chicken run was just brilliant. Great memories. Yeah, so sport has always been massive in my family. My grandfather, he was a professional boxer. So on my mother's side, so my mum's dad, professional boxer. My cousin was a professional rally driver. I'm a golf professional. My mum worked as a cleaner all her life. You're wondering why she's a professional cleaner, but she did clean the apartments in Holland Park for a lot of Formula One drivers. I don't know if you know, if some of you guys know about Formula One and IndyCar racing and stuff. This is going back a while because obviously this was like, I think, mid 80s and stuff. So Patrick Tambay, who raced for Ferrari, a quite successful driver. Only won one race, but he's a successful driver. So she worked for him. She worked for, unfortunately, Jules Villeneuve, who died horrifically, actually in a Ferrari as well. So she met Jacques when he was tiny, and he was obviously an F1 world champion later on in life. But yeah, numerous ones. Danny Sullivan, a guy that won, I'm not sure if he did win an F1 race, but certainly won the Indy 500. And actually, his car actually hit the white line and span, and he managed to keep control of it, almost like something out of a movie, and went on to win the race. I think he was chasing Bobby Rahal. That's just trying to get my old memory working there. But yeah, so sport there. My brother got into F1 through that sort of stuff. And then my dad was a professional footballer in the 50s and 60s in Portugal. So yeah, I mean, sport has always been major in my family. So yeah, very sporting family. So just a little insight into my background. But so I thought, do you know what? Let's just do a YouTube channel on football because, and certainly my beloved West Ham, or our beloved West Ham. So yeah, it's been, like I said, we've had highs, we've had the old lows, like many teams, but I don't think we've had. And I'm going to sound like everybody else that's on these channels, been run by such a bunch of idiots. I mean, it's just ridiculous what's going on at West Ham, and it proves it because we've gone through 3 different managers in no time, and the problem remains the same. And it's recruitment, and I'm going over the same ground, but it's just hard to watch. It's and then when you're down there, you're down there, and not to make funny, the amount of home games we've lost this season is just not good enough. I mean, you're not going to survive losing that many home games. But like I said, it's almost everything: the ground, the owners, the recruitment, the squad. It's just everything is wrong. It's hard to turn stuff around like that. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're just it just doesn't look right. I know we've got loads of games left in the season. I just want to come on here before every game and just give you my thoughts and stuff. Hopefully you enjoy the content. It's going to be just my thoughts basically, and I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. That's the whole point of this. But this little 4-game run where we thought, we might get something out of this. So the Fulham game, they didn't play that well. We were comfortable. Poor old Ollie Scarles. I mean, it can happen to anyone. And fair play to the kid, he come back and played really well the following game. But yeah, to lose to Fulham at home was, especially that late, was a kick in the teeth. Then we had the Brighton game, which again I thought we did enough to win, and then obviously ended up yeah, not winning that, drawing that, and then followed by probably the worst. And a lot of you said this, and it's true. That was the worst performance I can remember from a West Ham team. That Wolves bit. I mean, they're saying there's been a um, bit of problems within the club itself, as in within the manager and the team. Little bit of falling out. They didn't look right that day, so it wouldn't surprise me if they had a bit of a fallout that day. But you shouldn't stop you doing. You're doing your job. Just run for 90 minutes. I mean, poor old Magasser had his worst game on absolute country mile. And don't get me started on Kilman like everybody else on these channels. Not quite sure how he's a professional footballer, but there we go. That's certainly 40 million. What? But anyway, we said that from the off as well. And then obviously the other day. Now the other day, like a lot of fans, we went into that game. Showed you how many people turned up for the game. I didn't go to that game, and basically empty seats all over the place. And I had it on, but I wasn't paying much attention. I was, because I'm a West Ham fan. You got to watch it. No matter what happens, you got to support your club. But literally, I wasn't. My level was just play. I just weren't even high, or like even 1-0 up. Just whatever. Just pretty calm until Somerville scored. And it was, I literally went mental, like a lot of you did, but literally so happy for him, because I don't think, has he scored for us? I'm not sure, guys. You'd be able to tell me that. I know he's out for a year. But the way he took it as well, I was like, blimey. Because we know he's got it. He was Championship Player of the Year, 3 seasons ago? He's quick. I know he's small, but he's quick. He's nimble. And I mean, obviously there's been no end product of late, but to put that away the way he did was class. And you thought, yes. And actually, just the adrenaline just went with us. I'm sure we were all in the same boat. And then to have it ruled off by bloody VAR, which is the bane of football, good for certain things, but absolutely shocking for others that you can't. I mean, we said this from the minute this crap came out, that you can't celebrate a goal anymore until you're sure everything's been cleared and checked and what have you. So like 5 minutes later, you can celebrate. But for that to happen and it to come off a defender, and now the FA is turning around some bullshit about, oh, it wasn't an intentional pass by the defender. It wasn't intentional. Well, no, it come off him, so it doesn't matter, does it? It's come off him. It wasn't our player that kicked it to our own player. Our new lad was offside. But what a crock of shit. I mean, honestly. And then we're 2-0 up, and then the game is done then. Forest are done. And then from that to go to the complete opposite, I mean, I do think it was a pen. I mean, everyone's got their opinions of it wasn't or wasn't. It's a bit reckless I know Souček has headed the ball away, but yeah, he's just, I mean, we're giving away 4 penalties in 3 games. It's just flipping shite. You can't be doing that. But like I said, the biggest problem is now, it's the same as in my industry, golf. If you're bogeying hole after hole after hole, you don't stop bogeying holes until you finish the round. It's just, you can't stop what they call can't stop the bleeding. You just cannot stop it until the round's finished. And it's the same, we haven't had a win, like I said, for ages. And it's just hard. All they know is occasional draw, but mainly losing. So it is difficult. But hopefully these 2 new lads, I mean, my background is Portuguese, ironically Nuno, obviously. Fernandes is good. I've known about Fernandes for years. So yeah, the new lad that's coming from Gil Vicente, as they'll say, Gil Vicente. Well, you would say that because you're not Portuguese. But yeah, Gil Vicente, they're not the greatest of sides at all, not even close. And for them to be 4th, I know it's a crap league. But for them to be 4th, he's been pulling up some trees, that lad. So let's give him a benefit of the doubt and see how he gets on. The other guy, the Argentinian, I don't know. Do you know what? He challenged the other day, and I'm sure a lot of you obviously saw it when he closed down defenders and that. That's all we want as West Ham fans. We just want someone to give their all. And he was chasing down, and he's not the quickest of guys. And he blocked a couple of challenges. We haven't seen anyone do that for God knows how many years. So yeah, it's just it's good to see. Good to see. So hopefully they'll work for us. I don't know if they will or not. I think nobody does, do they? I don't think the manager knows for sure. But yeah, shame we've lost Callum Wilson. Hopefully not to Leeds. But it looks like being that way. So yeah, so we're in a bit of, we're not in a bit of shit, we're in a lot of shit. So basically this QPR game has come at completely the wrong time. We could do with playing Spurs this weekend. But we've got to play QPR. I think they'll put out a fairly strong side to try and build their confidence up. QPR, memories of that. QPR, blimey. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys have got memories of West Ham QPR. I've got memories of going down there with that bloody plastic pitch and the ball just. I think we drew 1-1. I think I've only went away West Ham. I think I went maybe a couple of times, 3 times or so. But I can remember the ball bouncing, flipping chronically in the air and like indoor football. I did have a funny one once when we were playing in that ground, funny enough, at Loftus Road. We were playing Fulham in a cup, and there were more West Ham fans in the Fulham fans than there were Fulham fans, to the point that they got us to get up and move us into the away bit that they opened up behind the goal. There was a bit that was all cordoned off where no one was supposed to sit, and they pushed us all in there. But there was so many of us, we nearly filled that whole section up. Fulham supporters, eh? Oh, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Fulham. Fair play to them. But yeah, like I said, tourists. I think they were the original tourists attraction, old Craven Cottage. But yeah, I remember that game. I think we lost in the end, but I think we lost in a replay. But yeah, that reminds me of the old Loftus Road. And if things go the way they're going, we'll be playing them twice next year, unfortunately. But yeah, the weekend, what I'm thinking, I think we will win. I certainly don't want to lose because I'll never hear the end of it from certain fans at my golf club. But I think we will win that game, and then on to Spurs. The only good thing is we've heard, obviously, lately is in the last couple of days is obviously Wan-Bissaka's now on his way back because they've gone out. His nation's gone out, the African nations, so that's good news. Right, so I thought I'd just drop a quick intro into stuff. Like I said, it's not about me feeding you news on what's happening because there's plenty of YouTube channels on here that've got that. It's more just a bit of interaction on my thoughts on what's been going on. Certainly week by week with the games and stuff, more so than any news that does come out to us all. I'm not one in the know. I used to be, fun enough, because a friend of mine, no longer with us, he was good mates with Tony Carl, obviously run the under 21s and so forth for many years. So I was in the know for quite a while. Yeah, so that was just that. So thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Why not, if you don't mind? And hopefully you'll enjoy my opinions on stuff. And I'd like to hear yours. Just write in the comment section below. Whatever you want. And like I said, if you want to pop over, if you're into your golf, I'm at Rickmansworth Golf Course, which is in Rickmansworth, no surprising, not far from Watford. If we do go down, I'll have one up the road from me. So I live in Oxfordshire, so I've literally got Watford around the corner, so I can go to that game. Got QPR not far away, and then when we play Oxford, I've got Oxford up the road here. So yeah, hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, have a look at my VAS Golf YouTube channel. Some content on there for you. There'll be more coming out on there soon. I had a bit of injuries and stuff. I won't go into it. Back into last year. But yeah, like everyone says, come on you irons, and certainly come on you irons. Let's wake up. Let's do something. Thanks for watching. I know there's plenty of YouTube channels, and it's like, oh my God, not another YouTube channel. But I'm not, like I said, it's not the be all and end all. This is more for me to get just my thoughts out there and to stop boring the living shit out of my mates that have got no interest in West Ham. Funny enough, there was a friend of ours we go away playing golf with abroad now. He used to be in this country, he used to play. He knows who he is. His next door neighbour is Neil Warnock's daughter. All right, Andy. And he was saying that he was chatting to him the other day about our two centre halves. And sorry, Neil, if you're listening to this, which you won't be. And he basically turned around and said they're an absolute disgrace. And I said to him, ask him if he wants a job. I'm not being funny. Maybe he wants a job. Give him a flipping job. I think we've got to leave Nuno where he is, I think, to be honest. There's no point bringing in Harry Redknapp and that. I mean, everyone's got their own opinions on stuff, but we can't. The problem isn't, it is the manager, but at the same point, it isn't. It's the club's poison from top to bottom. West Ham United is no longer West Ham United. It is West Ham London, which we were going for a bit of success at that point. So that's why we were kind of just blindsided by this stadium and so forth. I know we've been in there for a few years now. But yeah, it's West Ham United. And they're trying to bring back the badge next year. What a bloody surprise. Right, until next time, please, if you want to like and subscribe, please do. Hopefully you enjoyed listening. I did a little bit about my my West Ham background. I'd like to hear about yours as well. QPR next. Let's see how we get on Sunday. We should all be watching, I'm sure, even if we're not. I know some of them are like, oh, stuff this. I won't be going. I'm actually working in the morning, so I can't get there. I know it's an afternoon kickoff, but by the time I finish, I can't get there, unfortunately. Let's see how we get on. Right. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.